My first sailing trip was on holiday in Abersoch in North Wales in the early to mid 60s. I was 10 or 11 years old, taken sailing on a mirror dinghy. Then in my 20s and 30s we chartered boats and went across the Channel and the Channel Islands, and then decided that on the whole I would really rather do it full time. I ended up sailing in Mallorca. I've been here now for 35 years, and before that I was working for Pinmar for 20 years, a yacht painting company who had a very large yachtsman's golf tournament which raised over its 30-year life a little over €1 million. And so when I retired, it was always logical for me to continue the interest in the charity side of things, and I just looked at all these yachts and thought, if I asked them nicely, they might give me some things that would be useful for local charities. I am the president and founder of Yachting Gives Back, a registered charity we set up here in Mallorca 5 years ago in order to collect donations from superyachts and the rest of the superyacht industry here, many supply companies and service companies here and the wider community, in order to support local charities including homeless shelters, soup kitchens, food banks and so on. The donations we receive come in all shapes and sizes and different materials. So the first thing we have to do is sort them out to decide which is going to which charity in our shipping container, which the STP shipyard very kindly give us. And these random things, they may be random, but they're good quality super yacht random. And so those things sell, and the money they raise is literally converted into buying more food. We get donations every week from all sorts of different yachts, either coming to the yard or I go and pick up from the various marinas. We waste very little, even down to bedding that's too stained to be salvageable. Some of that can go to the animal charities, for example. The industry generally and local community have been very supportive financially, and the financial donations have been absolutely essential because that enables us to fill the gaps in the other things that we get. My volunteers are all ex-yachties, all donate their time, so every cent that is donated goes directly into providing for the charities. When we go somewhere to deliver things, then they'll say, oh, it's the yachties. I've always thought that a super yacht is the most effective way for a billionaire to redistribute his wealth. The number of shipyards, their staff, their contractors, their suppliers and so on. And so I think we've added a little at the bottom of that pyramid of money and material sort of trickling down into local economies. Our community is now far more aware of the problems of poverty and homelessness on the island. And I like to think that thanks to the amazing support and donations we've had, that we've built a little bridge